Ebusua ni nyina we adwuma aw Samsung office ewo Adabraka na wote North Kanishi and then wa wodenti bisa Paul happy birthday to you Mr. Apau of Samsung office ye ma wache e ma wotiri nkwa ena be jefo menya omo ofia me no be di nkomo afa ensama hodo a ya hyehye e de ato ho no wo mu nyina aye krado me nchen e wo ha a me no wo mo eba ababedi nkomo dedi kan minifa so pe eye Azubila Emmanuel Abdul Salam oye executive secretary at the Anchoring Democracy Advocacy Movement Ghana Adam GH ono no timi ni fasui ena mesan wo Ibald Ibrahim ono ye security analyst o dresse che obi a wiase ono ena timi benkum so pe ena fe mia makonta Benjamin Arthur ono so a security and labor expert ono so no tie chicho san kran so eye engineer nti ye ka engineering gata isa kese a we ntuni ya ma ofankwa yiri asisi ye hu de ye hu yi wa bi umpa mo fa no consultant no ntumi koye na eho nye ye ma ye sanse niama enkoyi e wa bi jafo makwa aba bibia bokode atom de radiance de ene me pese concentration no ye hwe emebu na ekopa adwuma ye muhwebi se wokọ Accra ha your visuals so nti be ye mamahwe ni padodo a mrante ne maba wadodo a ekoye so nkopa adwuma immigration hundreds of them you disqualify binum just because of no she slippers ebi no she nika na mo sisi enti na disqualify no ebi won so de a ebi wa bona so mienu ene nya man keten yenhwe okwabi ye don for disqualification aspect no first na fi yenhwe say you were mabunu ejina omonanso sa at the age of 18 to maybe 27 hundreds and hundreds of them enya adwuma anya omduru ready mreka kwaye no a signal ben ena esend de amaye mamisha si enfiri so enkwada no hu ye no how did you feel?
Yo, me da say send ye odi kan boy di no ye free Anchoring Democracy Advocacy Movement Ghana and in short Adam G send e kan ye no. In fact, many boss had in the sono. I was asking myself series of questions. Now, and some for about could be na be say me honest say I didn't know more. A human no mo pe aye anase omo odobi e de ma security ejuma no. Anase ejuma na ni ho no kwakọ pe ejuma. Okay. This is the first question I say obisa. Na say ejuma na ni ho nti na obi atsabe on pay fire service and also on pay prisons on pay immigration na emom ejuma ni ho nti odwane akwa pay ejuma o ho dia then even enkromfo aye recruit no and I said the recruitment agency no I pity them because if I happen to be part of the panel how I will manage to get the right people the qualified people to be security officers in this country no one of the big headache. Now I think ye hwe enwuma sama ye koso na say etimi hwe hu sem yi me kai o kai say maybe betena high can labor hu sem na TUC for e ka che say reason ba ko a omoji 4% ne tumu ne say aban can so recruit 1 million workers 1 million people into the public sector within 3 years. We did last 2 weeks. It is Finance Minister Eba Bonting Ebe can say the public sector is full, the payroll is full. Now we senti when they can say na TC for no, omun can okre enche Ghanaians no. In this case, no, let's look at if I say public sector na yema, na yemfa security sector na hona vacuum kakra bi wo. Nto obi ya na dwen say chance ni baby abie mo, se manya we ya ene na if I say Asemaba. enti obi kwa kita first degree obi kita masters okope friends recruit adwuma yi bi aye on fa ho ne certificate kra na ohia ne say one day one wrem. This tells you say the youth unemployment is becoming a pandemic in the country, and I think government need to look at it again. Sisi anapko for ye can say ya recruit napko na friends say aban eka ho sema say you recruit this number of people. All of them has ended their contract.
I'm saying this month ending.
This month ending, yeah. And they are waiting to be fully employed or go home. Omo nyina dwane ye ekoto forms ni bi. Hwe amanfo omo graduated from universities every year. And statistics are na aban de babonten, and we have created 2 million jobs, 1 million jobs, 4 million jobs. Obisa won say which people are we recruiting into these sectors? Because if truly we have created such jobs and we are absorbing people, I don't think there will be such rush and amount for Agya to say, "Oh, share get back video me share me am reho wo su ti sabofra adenti e say ne height and ru and what timu hu say in recruitment process say ko do baby na say friend saying competition be too hard for omo selection you know. They just use anything at all just to lay people because they can't recruit everybody. They use those things to just sack people. Who said?
We share a mad dos womu pa. We share a video ya share a mad do a woman in Yamako, man dos pa and a now Ibad. Muso shay.
Aye. My video snippy.
Unia Kasimbi. Say nipa dodo na eba no so odo mo wo ma security adwuma ni nti no mo kɔ ana se adwuma ni ho nti ena wo mo kɔ ape bia ye.
Okay, yo Agya me da sepa say recruitment into security agencies we are safene na ye mo ahodo mi no na di kan ye intelligence services no normally okwa America memompo head hunting into within the media industry. If first you say oh you here will be a bit me my information young announce say CIA recruit senior journalists to be workers for the CIA. You be sure wa so ne wo ban sebe secrets or mine war on manin day easily na your hand pick into the various universities in the US and other places what you na ubi about recruitment. The next level of recruitment any amansan there into no there yeah now say anybody who wants to be a marine for example bit may apply. In the case of Ghana recruitment process no our challenges kakra and I think we need to evolve or evolutionize sa process no and nipa or yeah or someone it's not your typical definition of a security person. To say and just our ability to say or height to say and mood do at the same. You share how sharp your reflexes are. Into share Israel or master of Wabin Homo say a kukuru bisa, but the kind of training okomono will determine how efficient you are. So to begin with, make us say any body requirements, body stature requirements, say height to never say what's in it. Because it was about there. A bogo layer to me kuno, a boab of France to me kuno. How fast you are able to respond to situations soon determine. And then number two, me who said this time round that my yonfona ya de kakra. Because historically, a bad recruitment into the security agencies now, the agencies are not allowed to go through the full process. It is a protocol list. Nine keka omaba bontiaka say bibi niwa a friend of protocol list because a MPs ni bi awon so betina constituency obebi aka say oh Ghana Police Service mi de mebunu dunum ene koye fire service mi de mebunu dudu say ene koye enye wedwuma enye wasede because as this year an MP no only a hontete in terms of matters of security to tell say as we say now benten ebitimi asom oman Ghana in that regard and the integrity of the process should also be respected. Ghana Immigration Service some years ago now we hear nipa beye dunum 500 omoton forms at the end of the day work nipa mo buy over applications near over 80,000 enti mato form mo nyam fami mun to me family because I choked in any account. Will you refund the money I have paid? And as I go into administrative and clerical work. Until I believe that to be able to stop, say, oh, me kita first degree and HND, me ni BBNT, ebusia for sure me 12 years and 15 years, me real school. They be a madana acrobato. Obiako oba na oba be chiame me wo fie. People want to go out and work only because of the pressure and the stigma with unemployment. Eha na mesre the various institutions no. Nipa ye fa omo ijoma, for example, I am a security consultant firm. Sabi ukita engineering degree, you would be fitting square pegs in round holes. I believe that even though finance minister Akasa are buying to me find any more people, no, the private sector should be empowered. I believe a discussion should start between industry and academia, because the kind of training in our universities, any higher education institutions, edema and mebunono, they are not fit for purpose. Your CV is so nice, it looks good, but entity when you a lecture hall will not qualify you for the job. I believe that going forward, it's not enough. Say we are crying foul. Say youth unemployment, the youth bulge. It is a national security issue. We need to see pragmatic steps on the ground. A bit to me, a solve this issue.
What can say be ma? I try my journey to be so. Say entity or the panibeniano and say obetumi aye adwuma no. Ye ti hai me waka cheme say me ko security adwuma e bia betumi aye pa because of baby a my father enti. Now so ka say me ko twitire me tumi twitire.
Yeah, bicycle de obetumi.
Bicycle betumi atwi pa. Enti ye hwe say ye ko fa nipa ne de agumu sa na. Enso so be de benya awo ye bambo so ankasa pa isan say adwuma na bia bi na eni ho ena makofo so na benya enti no opa me wo se me de be ye adwuma no eni ho na mu adwuma na me pa ye keke enti se be nu ko wura mu a ahofama me de be ye adwuma no eni wo enti eno no sunso so ben ena benya awo nipa na adwuma na oye no so a be ka o man mu ni nyina akonta
yo me da si bebre em say anopai medical daminu anomase na wo mo ehwe ye nso no chia wo mo mame mfa kwanya so na menchia me mame e wo asante mampo mame ajobo na ni menuanum bia wo wo akese Collins ne Prince ne Pilato ni wo mo keka na ne omudi kan kan no permit me to pass one or two comments. NAPCO de no they have been instructed to continue.
No
omo platforms so near no they have sent
me on NAPCO bi or send message concern me ba
they should continue in their various offices. Copy mra and share na ban pese more to transition them from the temporary employment to permanent to e be we e pay nti eno no e wo ho na anopai mesre ye wo niam bi wo ha when it comes to human rights issues ene ekwan a ye fa so recruit nkrofo eco security and intelligence agencies ni mu a wotimu se enemra ye wo mu no ebi no mo wo ha tietia nkrofo bi fa ho di so na emra so so se sachire mu ti se ne ibad kan no for example se metumi anka meka se ye wo studio ha nyina ye nsori ngina ho na o mu a ehwe no hwe ye height ye betumi asori ngina ho you are not permitted to do so but you tell on hwe ya uhu de anitiwa any ade me bisa se enne mra ye wo mu no obi wo ha obetumi a CI de adwuma pa o say intelligence
gathering
we pa it might not have a direct correlation to
the
your
structure
height.
no
Enti ye kokase so we be ma ye 1.73 1.73 meters which is 173 meters unim say typical full-blooded Ashanti hard say sa we be ma sa height we wo we are full-blooded So when him say Ghana ha eye edin pa say we are full blooded una nanom ne ade blood no ebia mefra mu mfi ba bia sa height we
unya da
we ko unya sa height we aba unya o Ghana e wa among that tribe into who patch say sa tribe no ma obia kon no say obeba sa agency ni mu abaye adwuma na yemra e ma de 1.63 meters and also no sa akan tribes yi bia mabobobodi no we are full blooded me amitie me papa e fantini me mama e fantini me nuanu ma ka hono I'm the tallest so what I say enti who patch say this height is 1.63 no ewa sa tribe no so hwe mo obi o full blooded bia no wunya enti sa wo kwa Ashanti region na wo say bia Santefo ana ko ufu ana omo a they descended Koforodua omo a they came from that tribe ne omo me so lie na omo me jam just by height assuming it's just by height I am telling you most of these people will be disqualified afa bedru rebi na akoye a partner it is degenerating into what we call discrimination near okaya no mene ne ya adwen pa yenhwe enipa no ne tibia ne responses se ne obetumi asia ye adwuma nafa my next question am pese me bisa fa we hu eno me hwe wo wanim because ne me pese me bisa no me ntumi nko bisa no yewura na akufu ado eye ye nyina ye mampani what is his height na yembisa se o sha atade se ene okọ na immigration officer any prison officer esusu ye mampani a very dynamic and competent president ye betumi akase na Akufo-Addo height ebeduru 1.73 na dabi but he is the commander in chief of Ghana Armed Forces say obi ko na odisa height no kogina line ni bi wo airwork see and selecting we will disqualify that person. Don't you think say emra so say esisa no nti menuanom a they are in charge of security and intelligence agencies no mesre colonial days no na ye peobi amana kodi posia tetero na udi atitiri asam wo so wa utumi boss tra na ye ntro we kura wo ha na abefa ha bra besin ko soja e ho na you belong but ene soja mu no we need engineers. Soja munu, you need researchers. Soja munu, you need people who can handle electronic communication. It's becoming more complex than just your ability to handle the gun and fire. See, Nehemiah is very dynamic. In armed forces today, you need people who can have better human relations to relate to the civilians. And a type of agency, it reflects our society. And then, she said, police, amount of cameras or baby. A child said, ICT4, first, Nanke, here or Mungo, Ghana police, na long kwana near FR. And then, can you say ICT4? So, what I say? We are in a very dynamic society. I'm calling on all the powers, Mr. Sadie way, Yansano. The next thing is a social protection device. Ibad mentioned it, but I want to highlight it. Emra so say we need to seize that thing. Sebi obebuna already all school krano. University school fees so anko private Aban has already absorbed a lot of it. Aban a teacher foka obi ani Ghana or Aban school or say on the we share the tier school fees enough the lecturer no bachelor na de ani nkonwa ne ade ani electricity o use wo school na watumi atua pen aban sa wo mpa na etete sa amofra yi ebi kura ko secondary school ya aye free no wawie na so obetu no ho asi ho se opese obeye adwuma ede ne kra ba for ye tie you obi kodo so opese oye soja ni
work stadium nko ani
opese oye soja ni opese oye fire service ni opese oye migration emramu no
ne nkwakra no
or the two side
or the ache enti so bi aye ready say or the ne nkwa beba be che na say ye penipa 500 ne ye beton forms na ya fa 80 wo mekura ye nimpa say sankrofo we nyina enya kwan wo mu a mesre IGP ni nuanom a wo mo deda no because already no Ghana government has a program under the Ministry of Employment Labor Department obi perjuma no okọ PECs public employment centers o ko register free opportunity bi ba ha o mutumi efrel bra na be yes adwuma no o ko other places and nurse there
can say na wo labor office
labor offices wo ho
that's
wo ha sa service no free yes I will labor law wo Ghana ha e kire say when it comes to employment, apart from security and intelligence agencies, now law no apply to them. No, it makes provision for private employment agencies. Say, so person obu obi kura na onya adwuma, so charging fees say, cedi doa. Na bosome miensa won tumi anya adwuma ama no a fees na wo gye no. E wo say wo di mu fa, esa ma no.
Wow.
Yes.
Ayemra organ.
Ayemra in our labor law. From section 5 to 7 is there. Enti sa wo yes ha sabi enkrofo so ebetua sa sika we nyina ye enkrofo bi a wo mo ankasa dodo na ani sa ahoden no wo mo sa akɔgye free awofo ya ho enti ye gye free wonom sem na eno akiri no tie mi yiu wansa nya eno ni adwadwo na enkrofo bi esu wo ho no esu na ya na bi no mu su no enye su kwa already no atua bibi kakra otua enani da se enti watua bibi kakra no onim se wa ye level of commitment e basa na nipa no be ye more aggrieved e ko abato a sa asem we maka ne ba bi na mesa ka ha minim se wa fidie die empempem ene tie wo. The next election, the MPP government has one key responsibility: creating opportunities, enabling environment for people to be employed, creating employment opportunities. Ghana ya to aba ade ba ko a edrum rebi nkrofo ka kire President Kufuor ban ni said yes what see road no why ye road no interchange ni ade afa ni ebisa say road no na yebedi ye hia road no nanso one policy e was eboa na nkrofo etumi enya opportunities in the system no eno ya ade bi a mesre say aban na dikan tu anamon. In fact finance minister beka ensem bi no bia sa form wo anya ho ankyere minya akwanya bi a memma project bi a egu akwan mu a wotumu say if it is rolled out in full some of these things wo ho na yehu no ebetumi atisokra nti the next election is about employment opportunities. Now it was security implication nipa no oye babunu wanya ahoden o pepa opeso ye bibi wanya akwanya no afa na okocha na sa energy no
afro
baby fufro na your population census enso ma ya kwankyere ese so we hwe 2010 population and the whole of Africa but it was so interesting population demographic structure no yeah obedro na pyramid because one more age go from no one more doso mfie ne kosoro na one more sorte but 2010 population you know census you draw na ye de any diamond diamond shape e kire say one more na wa say up no one no so nchen one more they were between the ages of 15 to 21 no more until we have a youth badge. It was a diamond shape from 2010. Now we hear policy analysis. What to me say President Kufuor free maternal care ni NHIS na abano. So and also boa ema nipa no ye benya bebre dey ebe kan ho. So as the you need a platform way to explain the dynamics of it. It was very helpful in protecting child mortality incidents, you know. and a bimu so a wonim say na me yire ko wa me boka bebre no na de na freedom kakra bam inti nkra no begum mu inti ye population census 2010 no it's reflected 2021 there ya ye provisional figures so ekire say enipa ofa Ghana for na wo chemu a 25 and below they are in the majority. What it means we need more of infrastructure, we need more of schools, we need to create more of job opportunities. I no and a minimum say aban no nim say sanity enti na nhihye bi a aban de agu akwan mu no
ebetumi aboa
ebetumi aboa
mame ko
no na mesre
ye be ba opa asubila mame bisa question we say Odi pane kono bi the message bi aba me ka me reho pa. Wase wono no ni bi, awofo ni bi, na awofo ni ho. Obamye wo papa ewu. Oni buafo bi ya. Enti okopa besia. Se Erade ya na drum na se fa no a. No akokutia. Sesi e kasai. Ono a wanya sika no so a ahye enti adwuma obaye de betua ka no so no eni ho enti sei no ohu dwanya no ho wogire se sa recruitment no se ye a e de na se ye ben ka se bi se emra wo ho se ebia okora so babu obi ama na tiwa nya adwuma a
eno in the
civilian ayi se wo bu obi ama na pa na se wo nya adwuma after 3 months no so we gine 100 cedis a for move from 50 cedis man it's an say adwuma no we nya ma no aban fa mu so no sa na ebetu aka say sika na kwan fa na eko
Openi say eba your labor issues no Ghana ha we have a lot of challenges and some people just decide not to work na ebinim nya position a sa omo de be sum nipa ama omo aye nhira ama nipa no na omo da ne nnome ama nipa yeko asojafo a yes sako mo hunsem ya beka hunsem adentina make us asem way wa wonim say these are jobless people nipa no ne obedi mpo no onibi wo hwe sene amanfo struggle e wo Ghana ha se be yedom aye abanyuma yefo mpo ye 4% we struggle to even survive with the 4% salary increment for 2021 na obi a wanye adwuma kra na nipa we wakwaje ni sika wabedura wode kratia huhuhu bia beto ho ese ofasa yi no so 1 2 ana wo height ese yenni ma police for na asojafo a ubisa omo se sa kratia we ya omo de dwa yesu mo no sa nkonfo no fa he na omo timi wura mu because timi hu police ni bi pa no sa na sa kratia me benchmark na omo set ya omo de recruit no we ofa feature de be wura mu ana se ofa the same process no mu enti wo ya sa de we ya nipa no e de memremfe be hu se pe na wo mpese me wura adwuma no mu na enye se ma disqualify me bra penny e kan obo bibi so a police for ade a eye omo biggest problem ene eye the IT guys because internet fraud any my ekoso no they keep on training police officers to match these criminals but the criminals are always step ahead of the police service. What it tells you is that we need technology-oriented people into the security sector.
What has height got to do with that?
It has nothing to do with my height. It has nothing to do with whatever my body, whether I'm thick, tall, and what. It doesn't even matter. It is a kick kind of procedures to recruit intelligent people.
I mean, Chawano, me can be called up somewhere last year. Now me share recruit phobia.
No, you hear any argument. No. You should have used a measure, so a tape measure to verify. Would you hear the?
Just say, me sharing them so we recruit us here. I call number 53. When you am any who, so no so na one more ye na o American or two no kra no. And said the work criteria na me say na ono so offer mu bi e ma ya na ka ho ne aye. Enti wo de to so.
Man twa no. Pictures be any nkromfo pictures enam social media I think about 3 months ago. One who papa che say otimu se na bodwe no efu nka wayi mpo na efu kakra ka no edwene kakra kakra wo
asa me die
exactly na wa ko pass out from military recruit mo kro yan so na mo the age say from 18 to 24 25 enti se me ma ba na wa disqualify me because ebia me 30 years and I say let's say 28 years na wa recruit me bra pani ya ote hoi aminim se papa ya nyi se me ne bampa ofie ene me ya etipe office me kotana ho a can I trust the system? This is the reason why we have trust issues when it comes to the systems in Ghana. Be it all the system, especially independent institutions, they are even more dangerous than the politicians. I'm yet to see some of these institutions coming out to expose politicians, say, this is our standard. And confirm with your bano, you see and found and what punish you say. But all the time, the criteria to punish the poor man children. Una wa brain pon sana wonya 150 Ghana say 200 ama oba so nkoto form no obi a wono ne ba chop morning po anopa ne breakfast that 150 no ono be fa ne ba no hwi no akowuram ne height and education background a hwi fa ne say oko kan age a watra enam say in the name of protocol. So what caliber of people are we recruiting into the army?
So protocol some ye beba mu papa.
Well, enti say ya eliminate sa protocol semi and free ye security recruitment process anymore. Now say ye de be sa we will never have the best security in this country and the criminals will always be ahead of us, ahead of our security in this country as it is now. I bet you I know JHS boys what they can do with this my machine. Kofa police IGP and I say a police commander almost in charge of research and whatever big names. All to me maybe a small boy a JHS boy no. These children with sex talent, you left them home. A do recruitment and no jaw or kofa a friend say politicians in ma any a binim girlfriends in ma or be a military commander a friend say or retire no den the ba abesha officer recruitment hompo de a whole bon kra officers no. Obi kono de ba say nye soldier penny bi ba anase politician high ranking bi ba say obenya military officers akowura as lieutenant second lieutenant no apia ba and na wo so and bia na ba bia wura and so no e dey why this are we telling us are they telling us and confirm one answer eh sam penimfo ye manko a omo so de ye no omo school ma ye try exam sa omo fail ye di omanim ye no ma ye papa no mo nya obia no ye na tem bia di omanim da na wo akoyi mi ato nchen na akofa ebinim ko recruitment for common training America ye ken na collapse no wewu me mpese me de bi example e bia si e okromo ada former minister bi ba call military recruitment a owu wo training center konekrom kohwe obi betimi akodo the whole day fra no pokopoma nwire ensuo mpo wonnom so on collapse fa nipa be gina training hwe obeti se obetimi adwana fia ha kodu tema onyina waja say nipa we with the strength, with the intelligence, with everything, and you follow protocol to recruit substandard security officers. Sometimes when you look at the unprofessionalism in our security sector, it's becoming a disturbing issue, and you ask yourself, why all these things? Because we will not recruit the right people into the security sector, not even the security sector. Okay, I say among for law school. Metie friend saying obi a owa ban mu pa a we communicator person board din o so call law school interview e bisa na say na wo bi e lawyer da na se judge bi da so say me ni me nua bi anase papa bi anase me bo bi a wa di law wa lawyer na se bi a judge bi da entimi ntumi nya lawyer one terrain the same thing happened in the military. The same thing happened in the judiciary. The same almost all the big juicy offices in Inano. So uko uremu na say obi eko retirement no de ba behim. Nti say wo fra bonti be uremu pa na de. Enye na wo duabo. I think as a country if we want to have professionals, very intelligent people, sharp and smart guys who can fit to all our government agencies and give us better delivery of service. We need to do away with this nepotism and this kind of selectivity and always seeing the poor people to be disadvantaged to the very people that we think, even if their children even don't work at all, they will still even be better than some of them. In my hometown, one police officer, minimum, was training in Yamu university. Just a police officer recruit. Was training in Yamu now. Just a few of Bibia, a course of Yubiano, or so he happened to be the only survivor to the whole family. You recruit such a person to the family, and he is a survivor to the whole family. Why you nipa wear sinchen? No akwafa obi a nefa the minister. Nyankopon fa ye born in China.
Nyankopon fa born in China. Wo kaso be di akira be ka de yanka.
Mame Emma he gave the impression say Ghana ha no I to say nkrofu bi unia bi nye yi bi a wontumi nko. I want enye sa na tie. In fact, when you check Africa, recruitment into security and intelligence agencies, Ghana, we have one of the fairest processes. And no, the whole can na waka hono. We have one of the fairest. Baby crowd, they don't advertise. No waka form no crowd unya access. Na mean to me, more countries in because they are not here to respond to it. Ube one say, yafa, and almost to me tribalize it. Almost security and intelligence agencies not to the sense say others even complain. But Ghana had here a very fair. You may not a human institution. I may not say be a where IGP now about per se or not so call police because that is the role model akwara hu. Now obano per se or call police. I know say where IGP me and fana na say me and no dey yenyi honim film. What we need to ask is the fairness. But when it comes to recruitment, dear Ghana hano so far a very 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 fair. And yes anka access to the forms na enipa bi nsaka eko stadium ti say na ye hwe no anka you will not even know o say mrebi no omoton forms no minim say okaya na forms no e physical obekọ post office obekọ no na unia bi obetumi akoto eno ombekọ akohihye ho na omakoto be say 50 no wa camp form no those days no maybe atwam no ma camp form no na before say wani behu form no physical no afele na edin and aban ba na so no we cannot continue like that so the thing has been digitized and say o hamle o axim baby bia obia no once you get the scratch card then you have access to it into your recruitment process in there so far
so good.
I know the make me one of the best.
Ma me call about the service say open the message bi about ha. Tiniye pa.
Yeah.
Disqualification same yeah. I say friend no Munirat Mustafa. I say some were even disqualified because they saw the person, they say the person is fair and concluded that she is breaching. Onipani akoko nti eso opono
apo they say
no ayakoko no so bi on naturally akoko nso na opono ho oba ko so de ba o say
forensic we say forensic
eba mu pa oba ko de ba o say obi so ho ye hwe ne yefunu so no e say veins bi wo ho
stretch marks no stretch marks
bi wo ho nti no even though no bibia wo ho a qualify bibia na so san sa ayi nti no wo mo atumi wo mo ayi na firi ma me so sa protocol sama ye kan no yetumi nka say ni ho e wo ho na say the protocol kra be ye na wo gidi sanke akwan be so na say fa the protocol ne ye say be at the end of the day no nipa na ye recruit wom into security enye say bi asabita frache wono ba betina kwanche be bi atwere ne ma bi aman yo into bambo
oka protocol ya re chiremu say tiefo
protocol ne say
o chiremu ama abadi ya na ehu ne
onipa no
timi a respond
onipa no ebia processes side egwe no mafa mu insei no sebra ne hwe otintin se de ote na sofo nyina no ono ya anye ni bi
onye
qualified
oka protocol is that what you mean onye qualified be a height no enu ana ya anye
medical processes se so fa mu kura san watumi abeduru be bi so okoso okwo training kwa process ne amfa na amfa
say minya we feel the pain of the youth. Yebesho mon crying. Achiana emuye. At the end of the day, me jidi se sene ben enemy near ekano. Or maybe a chichiro maya. Sometimes seem to kakra itu me ba ye ko yenim no na ye share solutions. Because problem no be bobo so at the end of the day, what are the solutions in kika home? To comment on a few notes I might take you on the labor issues. So no question I will be say if I will be because say ni particular be ebeno and ni papa na ye DC and minister and MP and BB and MPO within the security sector no or ye penimu bia. We have to also be fair to the system. Send a ben akano. And sometimes they say, I didn't know. Mampei, your commander in chief of the armed forces. Assuming you know, would you be our free cromaba, and how would you be our your classmate at time at old school at the Abanine account? Security issues are sensitive, and will be new how person in tamful a drama on matters of security. Se ku beko so a na dishonesty and disloyalty on the part of nipa o de o man no ehintasem ashedinsem. And so in that regard no yenye fair kakra, because you don't want to work with your enemy on issues that are delicate to say bambo and honsensem. And then number 2, say me papa is so geni. For as long as say me work competence no, I don't think so we should be deprived of that opportunity. Will you blame David for nepotism? David Udinhene, at the end of the day, neighbor Solomon, and it take you over. Of course, because of blood relations. But in addition to that, Solomon depicted right from the time I was say, oh, you're competent. Into the issue of nepotism and our protocol, the foreign recruitment process. So we are minister now, what it takes to occupy a certain position. I believe that there's nothing within our laws that prevent us. But in glaring situations, assume see, ejumano own to me, now so you're fan. Because any papa a penny will be within the Ghana Immigration Service and Ghana National Fire Service in a kika. A honor na make us a problem kakra ewo. Eja, me will point to be a person me make a very important at the moment. Even if the government says, say, yemfa nipa 1 million into the security sector, we will still have a deficit. Until the solution should go beyond, say, yes, current recruitment process. Labor laws in Ghana generally need to be reviewed. I didn't think that would be etiabruchrea. Yes, so to me, money busunya sika, ni economic situation better. Ehano. So be a for way jumano or say bradon shire watch it or beshe we no musa till don shire num enumre and so I can say wait me upon
anopa no watch
anopa no watch. The labor laws should make it in such a way amanone no mefa we juma we IT technician we cameraman it be a critical issues on kwana obe cover. Why should you be at UTV for 8 hours? E won hia. If we pay people hourly, say, oh, me boy juma hakakra, makobe befufra aboy juma kakra. Oshe countries be a say don't do more than 40 hours. 40 hours, you know, what's leverage, you say, you can diversify your employers, you can diversify time, I'll be to me juma. Into what if $10 or what if $20 or $50 or at the end of the day, now wait to me aboa we busia. So sometimes I was working in an embassy. Only ambassador no more than 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You are done for the day. The itinerary, ministers will be meeting, will be come and paying chair. Why be? I think you should be relieved. Senebaya, you to say aqua at the my employers. If there is some latitude for employees to be able to control BB, and I believe, sir, Ben will expatiate on that hourly payment. Beboa. Number 2. And ajo hours, apart from drinking sports, any nightclubs, and a few factories are your tema. The whole nation goes to sleep by 10 p.m. If we make the economy expansive enough, the company baku to me fanipa 300. If we make good use of the night hours, the intake be 300 to maybe 450. We are taking away 150 people out of the unemployment stock. These are some of the innovative ways. I mean, this as a mind, ye 2-1 or more, you bet me I reduce the youth unemployment, pose a national security threat. And again, me said that me say me so ka Ghana mebuno because me a bebuno. Sometimes problem no enya bang. Sometimes problem no enya employers within the private sector. And mebuno ni be looking down upon jobs. And then okay say oh assume say beye adwuma we say me what share me position say me yes shoe shine and I me yem pabo and I be say me bros our position and I so be beka say assume say wo university na ya dey pan so oton brodo e was street kwan so enne nti I say some people look down upon jobs and every problem in the Ghanaian society a job opportunity. Zoom Lion sebe opinion just fund baller why na pay baller what turn a baller into millions of Ghana cedis or the sum of my Ghana. Until I believe that the time has come, say, so who degree or HND or there are certain jobs you shouldn't look down upon. Job are on your Ghana or New York or Bay. A big quote to treat can say, oh, I'm on it. A higher say, Bay Juma or restaurant, I will say Jumano in a class or a class into a Juman Ewanase. Or your above side job.
Is it because of Sika Yidicha Yinti the Yampese Bay na say be a Jumana and Yampese Bay?
I think say Emma Bibria or Mutiamanone, a young Cochrane Mrewa for now more is if we make Ghana innovative enough, say Mina Nabi or baby are into mention with fear, there could be a facility, a center. But generally we have a culture of looking down upon jobs. Obi but bepe or yera warimpoa no business or engineer or a lawyer or a banker anything. Those are the traditional jobs irrespective. But there are opportunities out there. Obi di efin baller a Danny millionaire. Look out for the opportunities as a young person. I mean, say Oshasha one sabeka. And finally, what say a recruitment process when you a I think is a very good sign. And security conduct should not be the preserve of a member. Me a lecturer or forensics and security program be and PMP we say ma to member or more 50 and I'm my 5. It is refreshing say and say the women are getting more and more interested in matters of security. Say a bema incentive simple. We can lower down the standards a bit. Send more women can go into the security sector. And I'm just saying also beboa.
Obi the message maybe I say Agya Kwabena, good morning. My wife completed University of Education Winneba and had her certificate in education as a teacher. Massa, 3 years now, no employment. I pay for protocol 4,000 Ghana cedis every year, but still nothing.
Is the person having a diploma or a degree?
And one farm, one farm and one ma. Auntie, yes, Sandy, yes, you know, eh? Benny.
Yes, sir.
A mebun be a cook good. And then I catch a or more corporate security at Juma. Does it pose security threat to us as a country?
Oh, say. Ayana, I want to speak with statistics. Yeah, youth unemployment rate was say 10.811, and yes, so alarming. That is not to say, in fact, I wish say we don't even have youth unemployment in the system, and yes, so alarming. But it is alarming enough in a consolidating democracy such as Ghana. Because a consolidating democracy as is here, the way can be mamin can be people are becoming more assertive of their rights. Now Ghana has we have constitutions across the sub-regional. Your constitution in particular recognizes the employment of an individual as one of your fundamental human rights, just like your right to life. Your right to water, need shelter, and identity. We have fundamental human rights. Employment count. Inti tambia mekase say obi fa obi adwuma mu Ghana ha. You haven't done that individual a favor. A recognition of the right of that individual. So to go back and answer your question, it should, for me, from the constructive side, it is indicative of deficit. I was say immediately. Also, buying programs should be restructured, re-engineered to solve that problem. And as we speak, we say finance minister beka assembi. Na before some koso no, IBAD can assembi na mpese me de adie bi kire no aha. Labor law review no. The consultations have been done by the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations, compiled all the responses from TUC, Employers Association, other bodies. Ajini nyina dia bom edru stage bia ombesa kwotena se no maka se kwe we yagitum we yangintum nti a very good part say you mentioned it. The Ministry of Employment has already done that, and I'm sure say bia within the shortest possible time, you know, it could go to cabinet, and then if you are now call parliament. Some of the in some sort of kind, you know, your other contributors and so on also brought similar suggestions, and in fact, and see how to even denote the minimum wage into an hourly base. So, by obi was scale now I don't require the person for a full day, for 5 days a week for 1 month now. Me to me, I can say, okay, be a breme that scale no for a specific period. Na je ho aketi anti a very nice pa na to me new ho. One more day submissions by and for now no they have those documents to look at it. Me assure say very soon no validation is done. I'm say obeba beto jwa magana for nyina ehun. Now coming back to enema bia me jidi say atichima the entire me can no maka what government is doing ni say when me say me labor consultant ni wo Ghana anti enema bi wo ha eye dey a wo bete ebi wo ha you can get involved ebi wo so ha wani be dey ebehu bi but ne me ya aware no is what I would like to speak to na ye nuanom a omo mabunu titru the graduates and the women so they can become entrepreneurs no already. And I want you to verify. Anybody listening can verify. If you Google job and skills project, Ubos Ghana about $300 million US. Every World Bank, project implementation, no, home procurement, no home chrono bank kiti asha say. Inti finance minister ba bonti beka say entrepreneurship is the way forward, you know. Onim nia okapa na me sure say maybe in the following year no some of these figures are yehu as graduate unemployment they better from because our job and skills project no they are looking at 5 thematic areas. The first one adia bakwa it used to be missing, which is also going to be addressed in here your friend be employment service job and skills mismatch. Obi wo ha ebia or sablugu were training the qualification near, but na sokra and take opportunities somewhere else. And there's this program called GLMI, Ghana Labor Market Information System. I don't know so Google or say people who have had skills can use that platform to even create one more CV. And then employers who are looking for skills on the job market and also can also load the vacancies into say ICT mremni you can get alert email so sir opportunity matches your qualification. Can you avail yourself for interview near day? Anybody listening can also Google and find out it's being perfected. And you pay it has not been launched. Okay. Adia ba konso a this our unemployment na ba pa kese pa skills to job mismatch. Training institutions no ete wo mo faako na technical university ayete say anka wo mo nko kire technical subject ni ade no wo mo so ahase of humanities ni social sciences any ade nti wo behu na universities no trainee encrophobia on the job market no oni na kade o I say me offer ne IBAD na me offer say bisu ona me training nam de na koma ne nana na kasa ne nana ka no nya no na ye de tete abofra na ofie what the table for if now they no question in so on ntina e be heading pa because I see trase o heading o odi e be heading eno bi na asia eno nso under the job and skills project no aban pese o close to that gap into so TVET has become a priority now. You can say TVET technical vocational education. Into for those who are not aware, we have a TVET service. To send a Ghana education service na TVET service. Mame Mausi Ewuti no Director General says here to make sure say instead of say they be hiding kwara beko the grammar schools they will have the opportunity to say Ghana hano for many years ya to achede bebe ato atwene obi wo ha ordinary hwa obetumi aye obi so ordinaso etia obetumi aye den aye obi so wo ha ordinansa som obi wo kenkan a ebekọ na dwene mu ba ya na nkwara no fa na yesi we dia wabon enso no mo ye akwara watena ne ma menchen wotumi asua kasa wo moka wo mrekura paper bia na ho ebu mu be you can never conclude say wabon enti ehun say ehọ no we are throwing away talent enti sesi anu say TVET is now being mainstream because ehun say one of the things I say saban kra say obe creating jobs bebre kra na we still have people almost skill set you will not be able to absorb them enti the Deputy Minister for Education, Babonti Beka, said the target is 60%. Mestre say, abayin shehonomu kena because only one of the key issues that produces a lot of unemployed graduates. Nipa na kosuya subject bi onwa ape. There's no that strict linkages between industry and the skills trainers. And yes, you are producing no. Ko Accra Poly. The essence of establishing the polytechnics was not to offer HR ni adi message aban say aban there ontie na immediately polytechnics na and they offer accountancy ni adi we should stop it immediately na yenya mainstream TVET na omo ye say nipa no betumi anya rehemu say me co school at the secondary school level na me choose TVET option na betumi afiri ho akoye first degree through the same TVET line make me a free work or PhD in TVET and on the bema awufo na rehemu na ne ba ne brilliant what me did not call and yes hadia I it is a kosiko no ujina kwantia na say make me a make another point so briefly you were another program a entrepreneurship program and on the main focus of the job and skills project so unya TVET unya TVET ntete na akane na nka ma certificate say eye paper nko agye kwa no equipment we betumi e de ahye bibia se no it has to be part of it and it's part of the project. One of the things here with the MBSSI and they said to support entrepreneurship and they are looking at micro into omo tie me now omo unemployed graduates they are very much interested in becoming entrepreneurs Omo nhyase say omo ne Ghana Employee Enterprises Agency kane MBSSI aban foto we kese pa e ho na eko se be ya ne obetumi aso ne homu se obebi adwuma na wafa ne nua adwuma no e ho na ahoden no nti those who can become entrepreneurs meaning say you obi an entrepreneur sa project no ha omo fo omani enhwe
eni akire
asam nka kama me nsumi bisa ye nuan ma hwe question
asesai
uko school ma me ton bidie abad kan sembi o se edwuma bi wa nkrofo bi mbu uko school no ma me ton bidie ne na wo hia nyina o ma me ton bidie no eno no de ahwa wo no wie school no bidi ton de anya adwuma o de o ya
ebi ya
na o ma me chibo fruit
sisi
o de akọ school awi
sisi bo fruit no
so de nim de be hyemu kana na o de nkate ne ya adodode bi be fam ho a na o de afam ho aban kwa ntumi mfa ye nyina adwuma
Angela Samoa say Agya Kwabena, that man in black is trying to polish things to favor his party. First of all, he's lying about the recruitment being fair. It isn't fair because I tried enlistment in 2016. I went through Oh, when you
a limiting opportunities in India. Get the fairness. So what you say?
Oh. New message you find is here.
Oh, but the important I say.
In 2018, I went through every stages successfully, from the first day to the interview day. We were asked to come to academy to listen to our names, and it was funny how I wasn't selected with a lot of people. To our surprise, we saw people that went out at a point, found their way back into the system again.
Okay.
And they were selected to go for the training. The man in black is obviously speaking for the sitting government. And he's polishing things. He's making me angry. You should speak the truth and stop lying. Angela Samoa, who gave you enough? I want to say, the official will be the kind. What would the kind
my member no, my submission no clarification. So when you say, you can fairness is a criteria in place. But when you have limiting opportunities, and also no, it can be interpreted like this. Men kase ni o kano enye nukre. But say I say law school ye nyina ya pass it. But you say opportunity no honey 400. But in the 1,000 I qualified. Into head they are ebi na mu bebu. So even though wouldn't pass I pass it. But opportunities is for 400. Now I 600 na. You obviously feel peeved, especially when you have paid for examination, you have paid for the forms. You know, say also become military and also become. I can empathize with them, but the system, you know, for selection, you cannot say and fair. Ghana there we have improved on ours. First, now we form no cry.
Okay.
Now we form no.
Me that say I wanted to center on this and some ya. Now, so can be about
Ghana Armed Forces.
Ghana Armed Forces. Now, also can be say yes, I can't be no, and maybe no cry. There are some no call to some year. Then you petition why and the fine question a year day. No more happen.
You certainly okay. No, I think last year August, and Ghana Armed Forces. Omo eyi asoja asrafo bi se omo nko peacekeeping Lebanon. Na omo ko dru peacekeeping no on say Ghana soldiers na ye from Gambat 87 meaning Ghana battalions. Na omo dru ho na omo commander na in charge of all the soldiers na I think Lieutenant Colonel Frank Jebi Abrakwa. Na UN4 ede sa form we ya ekra mi ede ma asoja for no. Say among COVID-19 vaccination consent form. If we underline the word consent, you can't be a consent, meaning
what jatum
as one casa ujitum. Now, Usha Aina and my project to machines or say guidance document COVID-19 vaccination administration process for members of military contingent and contingent. Armed Forces and FPUs. That's a police.
Police unit.
Yes. Now, almost 30 say the eligibility of vaccination. Point 3 and 4 was it participation in the vaccination program is voluntary and free of cost to the individual soldiers. Voluntary and free of cost. Point 4 was it all individuals participating in the vaccination program are required to sign an informed consent in the form attached, that's Annex A, hereafter called informed consent, before receiving the vaccine. And our bad down, or can say, or say note, this is UN. A form from UNO, and your document a free Ghana Armed Forces. And peacekeeping on a UN mission, UN peacekeeping mission. Also note, the data uploaded, the data upload file must only include the data of members of military contingents and FPUs who wish to be vaccinated through the vaccination program. Who what? Wish. Now, yemfa we no nchen. Omo koduru hono na Lieutenant Colonel Frank JB Abrakwa. Organize deba any soldier for this year. Na deba ne mu no. Na omo ka vaccination se bi. Na o de forms no ma soldier for no. Ehọ na soldier for no bi raise concern say enkromfo yi omo mba be my lecture bia concerning COVID-19 vaccine. Na at least see you a side effect na ade. Ehọ na a free friend saying Colonel na and was say any of the soldiers who have issue omo fi say omo ntumi take vaccine no omo ntwe krata amre no na on forward them famra Ghana Armed Forces. I think that's a brilliant answer with them as soldier for. I feel a soldier 413 actual letters e dey copy mu say reasons are omo ntumi enwo COVID-19 vaccine no A B C D. Ebinim say even almost start say am adwuma no yellow fever vaccine pono omo wo aya na omo nya they are allergic to most of these vaccines until omo wo and people are aware until omo dey call na offer omo for first interview so omo be introduce omo start bo omo dia na according to soldiers no yes say asem apie commander anu say you people are the cook makers. And I soldier for ebo hu.
No, I don't see why infa.
Never no honsem ye kan.
Really?
Serious.
Unim asami a very sensitive issue.
Entinan ka me here person ka lieutenant can
a very sensitive issue because he's not here.
Yes.
I will be here say.
But me bonnet town na maka kwa fa say the petition go pie mo mampania so ye 3 days no. I'm just giving the background.
But your brain
yes.
Because he's not here to respond to all the allegations you are making.
Enti omo yes na o ka kire omo say so to me end war vaccine now, they have to be repatriated to Ghana into with their own money. And as soldier for no, I think mu 8. I can say fine. Say we say we buy Ghana just because say war vaccine in here with our own money we are ready to pay.
Meba yeah, it's an issue we know. Mesresi and drop answer because as we speak, you know, for me I have no information about what you are saying. And you know, who be here say, what the so the petition call at the appropriate time to petition. Imagine the maximum can move you. Now I'm making the unneeded contacts. I call military hierarchy. I should say, I want some to say now.
Yeah, but me bonnet tell no.
Debbie told no, but try mommy. Now me so me come me tell you. Me tell na me boss one. We hear me pa. Yeah, cause saying you know we are talking about security. I said Miss Wukumasi. Swami. I wouldn't want to say something. Me the main cat. But is it good? Say signal Bena send the my and say.
Okay.
Onipanana or share mufti. And ya no. And see ebia when your identification be between identify no so me as me sana so bentin. 2 you didn't question your handcuff no make arrest no did he resist arrest and no because in mufti no now say me so jani and as me obintin ye hu bibia wo ho che say bia wo bi and as ye hu bibi nti obi anum de see ho kakra police station mu 2 security agencies at this agidi na be boss wo no say
I think I've got some briefing on near course. It's your Abrepo baby.
Swami.
There be also Abripo police station. Abripo Junction now.
Okay.
Police checkpoint for no stop or train, you know. Now kita sa motorbike CBA. I think sir we shouldn't belabor the point sir. The 2 security agencies almost to say enter. Benkum drari ni fan and France then. Edwari Benkum. Asra for the Omojuman say Omobeshe territorial integrity near sovereignty. Into threat to be a free abontin a bar or more ebe bogana a home. Police of so the say internal security or Mobeshe so nebi be a coso torting. And near Fempone say operations be brea echo Swiss say. anti-galamsey there stop galamsey halt 2 ekosui operation calm life na say ohwe bullion vans a omode sika ekobe bia otumu say asrafo ne di omo echi a police fo nso eboa. It's so beautiful the way our more collaborating omo ye ejuma bom enti techremane se there once in a while or motifa konan so problem kakra itumi bem enti mesre civilians say timemufo emma yen so sa isolated case we eso bebre misunderstanding kakra bi na buy and me just say what share when who joint statement at the army and the police issue fekeke and say omo be nhwehwemu na omo de yie atoyi. The Ghana Police Service is undergoing some transformation. Because they say Ubisa Ghana and say, oh, confidence in the police, no, oh, money percentage, oh, my percentage, kakran. And this is not a good time for us to cause any friction between the two sister security agencies. Nehiane say, ye so a police for us. Say, the visibility of the military in our cities, ye be completely. Because confidence, boba. And I believe so if we continue on this tangent, ija ebeboapa. And already the internal briefing I mean say current IGP or the boss of our police phone also person to two near me will fee answer with P. Because so be a police in order say, oh, me ankasa me a bang or motor you so if your motorbike online sincere. Car online sincere near account. Into there are circular signals within the police service say obi antuto ni niema yi. Enti obimpo ka kire me so enra ono say o police ni o use car online license wakwa license. Because I believe that going forward the police will be very standard and the policing standards also. This is the first time, of course, in the past, the BIAB. This is the first time I even said they are doing things a bit me about on my Ghana. Saying about the respect and integrity, any dignity, police service, the police uniform, Ankasa. Can you know, nema tete pansami, you see, oh, some people when they even see insecurity, almost say, oh, instead of say a police for bebano, it's better say a day soldier ni osre ni atadie. That is enough security. But I believe in the coming months, we will say the uniform of the police officer is as respectable as the uniform of the soldier. More sub transformation, and this is not the right time to cause friction between the two sister security agencies. At the end of the day, and in so the way I back off forward. And again, the people we meet the most, MTTD phone. They are very respectable police units. FPU, formed police unit, counter-terrorism, SWAT, nini keka issues of bribery and corruption, nini keka so bibema information, nini keka. I believe that 2022 will see some of the best policing standards in Ghana. In TM1 transformation. Okay.
Ben, my mention say, where they tell Yamra Hoka Kana, say, a Kwabena say be a pete movie say, Sia. And mammy, I'm a teacher, I'm here on my back. Me bambo dance halfway. Woman, be a meeting once be a sorrow on Temua, I do who ye be ya. And then my business say, and me, I'm a teacher, you know, a connoisseur. Na ye narrow in, say, a banisia, ye police and military, woman now or more service standard on the ejuma, rules and regulations of the ejuma. Say be a yachi independent yene wa kokon na sefo no menum say eni bomu nyina hihye yemu back to ya recruitment ababe wuram recruitment here ababe wuram yi ba ku yesi wo north ya ko bon crofo pasapasa ha ni ade ababe wuram ase recruitment no e de necessary ye ye tumi nye nipa you bet me kasa we can so much rely on them no more for if you kitten and be group security agencies
be that see be na na esi ye nyina no entwayi me kasa entwayi a we must not condone those acts where one party feels aggrieved so we it found into mama boys mama engada ye ho na yenko bro mo early warning signs of a certain degree of indiscipline in the Ghana Armed Forces. That must be checked. and be checked immediately. But near me fair, near Koso, all my life, all my life, this is the first time in my mature stage I made a joint press release on such matters by both the Ghana Armed Forces and the police service. Nti na mama eniji say nkuma na wo mumpo na wo mugu adwuma no ho fia mpanimfo na edi animu ne de wo mo enim asede also wo ye. But soldier ni ntitiye mu no any civilian life in such arrest no ye titi soldier ni a onim say wo military police wo ho e wo soldier mu enti soldier ni ya ade bi a ensem fata no yonku soldier ni ena ya owo ho kwan so oche no ohun say e mindset e ntitiye e wo soldier mu enti se wa hwe a soldier ni efum mra they have their own type of court martial way or the discipline in Nipano. They have not all their lives stand. They have not been socialized to civilian arrest. Any identity first soldier need as penetrating any self-defense. Any the way I are conscientizing no. Now soldier ni na uso no mo na what the handcuff turning sa. What the bonnet said they are that inherent way now why Bible from training in self-defense for cry to one ade no. One more response system they are very different. Enti ba kokko no kokko ka kire ni nua say ade we na ade omon person e de be another person enti no maka omo abom. And also tells you say they are a very united group of people so kakra though nyesi ye no enye fe no e kire o say ene e wo Kumasi soldier line sa asem si won e si soldier fo nka omo mbom enkotu anamo it tells you that they have a united front. Na soldier for no so no matena no omo san a mindset about kukuta say you know and yet too different from the others just to say a bit to the other one no yamra police nsum ekwan e faso tete e police for no enso no enye we kwa na incident me amani ehu bi per police ni soldier for encounter in some of the barriers mitumi hunu say e possible say entity de my policy for no yen share that man how to handle a military officer so ono so fomo a menji ndi say we have focused on that na emra so say or say focus so coming back to discipline in the police no so no e idea or say ye share niam bi nso Ghana ha ade ba ko a atichi ma wo police mu a mesere say IGP o manye ade a so be kofia or the beja Ghana for a police within the police. Take the police service as a constituency, as a community. Police service nankasa ofan is a community now we numbers now it warrant another police service as you mean so me a civilian no mo to akwatena baby as a settlement we hear numbers now e kire say anka wo kosi police station here dey e wo ho de ama omo until the time has come for us to also have a police for the police. We know as you know you're different. But police ni jina baby na oye adwuma. Ne nua police ni ono so na adwuma ono ye ne so o police sa police no. E wo he. Nti won say e koduru pempenso bi a an roba bi wo ha wo be che no no. Na ni tuo no. So okay about 6-7 years ago, maybe incidents like this happened. Na nipa no ya che no no wo behwe tuo no na efiri baby efiri eduru mrebi kura uniform kura na nipa no ede kodi sa nyambrasem no na efiri baby o ade a o se ye nyina ye hye no nso na emra so na me ka we abo IGP abaso adwuma ne de oye but ankonam nantie eden this is the time also in the regional commanders and in the divisional commanders no they need retraining on how to do certain things na sa unit no there on famramu to send the Ghana Armed Forces we have military police in our Ghana Armed Forces more no so police soldiers na yenya the same thing in the police and yes police no on the last man on amo ono ani aban no enti se oye bibi na ne yonku ni ho a ohwe no a na ya no ye pips wo ho na nso bisa ho se wo wa na police ni bia ye bibi atia wo as a civilian na okoka kire ne commander wo ho no wamfi na afei na wo be fa plane anasa wo be fa car no aba no be high hotel adankran ha na yetie o petition ade edin enu nti na police ni bi nso ekoyi bibi etia civilian na enam say civilian ni to me or de be chi no ti se ne police ni chi soja ni no na sa police ni no no nso ayede wa fa ne ho adi nti I am speaking to act of discipline. Say we must instill it both in the Ghana Armed Forces and in the police service. A very, very, very key. But a need some say they are collaborating. Say, see, I know Ghana. The only say, see, we investigation. We are perceive your 10 year. But I are now almost service laws in there. They know does not allow them. Intimate say one more air sharing. One more here for no. So one more so say be a BCB fast as one person mutia security and handle in any country. Into what there. Omunya adwubro enye elections obi
ka be about one so ba
petition it can be on the quiet but action would have been taken
me that say ma memra onso so eno so tiawa kakra bia wo ho bia no fa so na fe yen hwe say ye be pa mu a
na e course so ekuma so na e very unfortunate na IGP awaba no in fact say I don't know, it's my personal opinion or you be a say ye me de no beto to IGP so Ghana ha memma no number 1 because I had personal encounter with him when we organized series of demonstrations. Now assemble kwa kan ye ada me hu say papa no in fact or you be a ejuma no or do ejuma na o ye no nim na ejuma and say o say when you are fighting for your right you should know that you can only fight for your right in a very peaceful environment. If there is no peaceful environment, your right will be abused by anybody at all. Until you start any protester, your mindset should be say, send your environment no peaceful na me shasi no. May we start protesting the environment should continue to be the same peaceful. I want to say this is an IGP. Now, you call Tamale, I call organize demonstration against 4%. Mekushia regional commander COP Bonga. And also the same thing. She said, what who say even I no aiding komo nyina no ewo regional security meeting that say concerning the demonstration no. He was sending information to IGP and I said this is reply IGP Edeba. And I like the way he maybe I can say the regional commanders should also learn. It's like there is a lot of collaboration going on across the regions. And I think this IGP all of us need to support him. You know, Nyesi Ukumase no and started and say a soldier for and a police for crash. Omo edwuma no ye ade a there is a little power play. Me a soldier near, I don't see the reason why police ni meche me. Me so me a friend say me a police ni e bia makochi 3 armed robbers ba ko a soldier ni untumi ka tell say ma menchew. Wo send the identity no. So I think I like the way any police almost team up together. Send a baby say see omunya omo ho ntiase. The fact say obi aye superior ewo na dwuma mu no. Nipa bone for no so ebi. I mean you say ebi. Omo use so the same security for ya na omo di bone. In the same year police na say me kochi and robbers 3. Na ba ko soldier ni a. Opa kire say me gu omo handcuff a. Ni e wo soldier ni ma me ngu na handcuff. What will be a identity? Obi catch us say or a soldier ni ebi na me police mu kwachi obi na say me a soldier ni na say enye criminality and say be enye robbery na say ade aye dangerous actor obodi say me a soldier ni say utumi egogo niam kakra na fa na kodru station na collaborate with unit of free na confirm it na refer no back to that. I think that is what we should do. But say ye fa say Ebia, when you arrest a soldier who is together with armed robbers, or a police officer who is together with armed robbers, you treat him the same thing like a soldier near what beat traffic. now was stopping and when you know cross on who say soldier ni now say you are not above the law now go no handcuff they will not take it easily. So I think the two major security sectors should collaborate and make sure there is harmony. They should see that all what they are doing, the army and the police, their work sum up to one thing: to protect the interests of Ghanaians. And to say Juma na se obi kotia obi na ya, who say the same thing because ya ntre bibi angu obi mo man say we police and soldier. And to say bibi sina se mba be ya arrest, even it can happen say make BBC ewo Michelle camp area ho baby. Emrante bi tete ho na na omonom saa ni mene bi. Ena security fo bi ekopie ho. Omo chi omo no na omo hu say obi oho a ono so security ni. I'm this, you can't arrest me. Person me bought security site of free. I'm this, you can't arrest me. And I'm say no. Whoever you are, whilst you are among these people. And to omo chi omo nyina kwa na. And also a backfire ye. What who say it will be difficult for the security who went there to arrest to single you alone out. Say yet nipa 90 years ete na sebe ye twe ayibi. Say won no mpo na say mba be chie na ebe din say ye be chi ye mi ansa na ya ja o ka chen say o me ada say me ye police na say me ye immigration na say me ye fire service na say me ye soldier na say me ye this ebe din say betimi aja o sa say o say we say ntuma enya no so they should understand each other say do that time now whether you are a soldier you are a police submit yourself to the arrest calmly who could do I think who you are will prevail at the station.
Okay.
But to resist, now I have a phone. Our boys are here now for hey, you can't arrest our friend. Now gidi no ma kwase niyama I don't think it's the best.
Okay.
I think that is.
Yeah, bra be kura ni sa ibad ma memra so te una ye fa eninkra.
Yeah.
Sa youth employment asema ye kan wasemu yi. Ye ohawa moman pa eya ma ye bambo ho nsem na koso ye pa na wo hwe the age group me can send be one of the newspapers I think and was an answer also ko prison sir about 50% of the inmates are age between 18 and 25 age 18 to 25 and na 50% of inmates ade wona momonten so a emrante bebre no na mo a wo mo nya adwuma typical example ne dey see e wo working at TTC e de ne be na yare abre na se
Agya me da sepan say what share statistics from our prison centers member director general of Ghana Prison Service Abaso say by 2 weeks ne na ye wo ye namfofo bi ye partners from Los Angeles California ye de omo bae me de omo ekọ ne nchen ye hear criminal justice reform nipa no wi akokwa na banche odi na akwa for hardened criminals obi pia bonte as an ex-convict no ne ni ayedin esene time a odi no koye into those are very important issues but a pull push factor enye peking kran ye fa nipa na oye bebu no ntie de wakwa to ifiase unemployment issues, poverty, deprivation, ni nema ye kan ho asem no eni na keka bom e causes a problem ma ye wo into that piece of statistic no yan hwe ya na ha kwa ye say black American communities we do 30 years e be den pa say onko de fiase da ni na keka we don't want to create that youth demographic e be pose national security threat e de amagana ben ne azubila e the solutions be briaba universities no so moy sometimes so ye wo long essay thesis at the end of the day na so ko hwa assume cd ko hwe library na akwa ko hwe okotama na emfuturo ye mfan ye hwe ideas are just dying away like that inti ye ko ye nim no labor brains like ben in ekeka obetimi aboa me dissertation and thesis there should be a way some startup capital be wo ho say na be enye say ukoya is just for the paper inti whether government will collaborate with the banks so obi a obe graduate no if there's a commercial element to your long essay no aban betimi aso wase say na be ya obehye bibia ase because na ohwe national service personnel it try am less than $100 service no be end there na adane adwendwen e de ama because where else will the person get the opportunity to earn that little? The person feels that the system has let him down. And finally, Agya, ebusuafo emwa emebuno as I say we school our money bibi. Because it can create depression. Well, we university we need juma yema will be bimpa na so nimfa so bia wako school they bia up to now oji chop money one year nipa betimi akwakohye no ho akonfu
because of that
as they wait for government and the private sector to provide opportunity na ebesere ya oba na wie school wunia na ebeye wo fie no fa ne ka ho say na ebeye they don't feel let out. There are youth in this country oni bibia Okachen say oh connection to America offer $10,000 mra minim baby omunye sika ni free. If you have that much money she bibi ase wo Ghana na mijidi say ohwe so ya onyankopon di insurance bi guso say na be ya ebe progress to an extent I want us to say there be and then the culture of abrocha yeah so we too quiet but I believe some people live their well-paying jobs in the media house. No akwa kutwa connection na yebuna faso obi or your banker no akwa kutwa connection an impression is created say ni free a bibrem ha no enye papa e wo say okọ broni ni kro so ansa wenya ne open no megidi say that's cultural social engineering no so yehia say na be indigenous ventures will lead to the kind of honor and glory in here. Sene be mebono betna Ghana somo my Ghana.
Medasi Ibad Ibrahim. Ben, mami small bako na yehwe. E den aso say ye intentem kura.
First of all no. Ohwe ye Ghana ha 2015 labor force survey by Ghana Statistical Service said 90% of all employed persons in Ghana the informal sector. Aban adwumayefo no ofa ohamu nchichemu a aban adwumayefo wo Ghana nyina entra 5%. Nti se wo wie school na wani edda se sa 5% ho no na opese wo kosha also wo sa se nipa bebre ede wo mo nsa hye etoa esi manimi na obi apese ne nsa kɔhyɛm bie also who the nipa kakra bi na wo mo nsa bɛkɔ akɔhyɛm nti private sector no na a control ya GDP ni ebibia wɔ Ghana nti mesre sɛ wo mo a etete ya mabunu no enhwɛ hɔ sɛ ye bɛma wo mo entrepreneurship training ana awofo nso wo mo so de wo mo makɔ school no enso nhwɛ hɔ sɛ entete ya nipa no konya a obetumi anya bibia ye ana obetumi ade ne ho no ye ma ho no nye priority na mesre aban so say worldwide aban bia ni ha owo ahoden say obetumi employ up to 25% of all employed persons. Aban bia ni capacity only the socialist states like North Korea ni ade no na obetumi aka ne saa but worldwide aban bia ahoden a ode fa nkrofo adwuma mu no kwa na ekofom nti entrepreneurship one program a mesre na mesre no nso no na mesre say bibiti say national service scheme emra so say we don't have to just look at it as only a transitional period for national service. We now have to re-engineer it say a incubation period nti national service ni mu no nipa no betumi within that period na aban mano support no ye betumi o say bia obetumi ahye business bi ase enye national service no nko an se ya posi na koma obi fufuro ene ade ye betumi aposi na kɔ ba bi a ade a okosua wo hɔ kɔye wo hɔ ne se ye koma ne nteteye e wo kwan a obɛhye ne business ase and coaching into obewie national service no na was our entrepreneurship capacity na yetumi support no manaba abonten oba ne anto na jeje mu a enipa ba ko mienu etumi nya opportunity omo na betumi afa omo nuanom adwuma mu no eno no wa hoden kese chen say abribia ye de ani beto aban so say aban in fact look aban say ochina nko ayemfa nipa 300,000 adwuma mu a nkonwa on betena so ni ho adan a omo be kukokukom kura eni ho gisi ekopepa bibi foforo ye de ema omo eye nti e ho no na mesre say e ho nso no aban tonkoso na o make sure say we will be able to transform the national service say be ya unko ho ensam pie kwa obepie no na okuta bibi one district one factory project no eye a laudable idea but meme dia mesre say yemfa nka ho pa ne say apart from one district one factory no yemra to the cottage level onim say obi ani ho a onyini duru 25 years a ehọ na nadwen aye nso opese obọ ball ubonso oya abofra no o de ball to a uhu okọ primary school uhu ohun obeduru JHS secondary school no behu ni interest obọ nti if we want to create Ghana as an industrial hub we need to cultivate that culture from our homes efie bi wo ha omo ya adwengu wo mu industry ebi wo ha omo yesem na ebi wo ha omo ye tie and die ebi wo ha enwo ya ye di fufu toni ade eno no omo ye adwuma pass yetumi hyemu kana ebetumi aboa na mede masem ba wie no I have an appeal to the Greater Accra Regional Minister adwuma oye no me bona baso but abobo ya asem no me pese ohwe sa abobo ya asem no from my eyes as a labor expert already no unemployment situation abobo ya no unhu mpanimfo say mpanimfo na ka abobo ya no ubehu mabunu bebre wo mo na ka abobo ya no nti say within a very short period ye be yi abobo ya no afiri hɔ we need to face it very well because
ye afiri hɔ na say the big bi ese so mofa
on say na yesi a plan ye city no a bit difficult to say won cross a certain major road to get to another place. And what it means in say we need to do an impact assessment. Now, from employment point of view, no, yes, we may face it out, but yenya in such a way say ensan koma obi mbeye galamseya in the night, because say when nipa be say 100 na overnight they cannot operate. Ubewon said they will have to go and find alternate. Inti na time bia mka say okada no, we have to approach it systematically. To say near mine galamsey, yeah now we are providing for alternatives for them. No. That is the approach. Oka say nipa no obi wa wata bobo ya no sisi a ehemfa na ode ko oso oton onya baabi mfa nko oso oton baabi a owo no say obe cross road ni ebe chi no ni ade a ade a we are looking at the unemployment aspect of it. Say was because a who fitter force or a krum ha. Enti a koso a fitter ni no so ye day or no so adwuma e ko nti ye no kakra se be ya e ko no na people don't become social victims out of it. Nti my district there me dey tu nanimu and say yes obo adwuma pa me bo na ba so onko so ba niam bi say no on subject to some kind of evaluation kakra na on share say you stagger it in such a way that people don't become too much victims out of it.
Let us see Ben.
Yes, the kakra me so the be ka ho say I think me dey afutu be ma ye nuanu mabu no omo especially ma we JHS omo ko SS and I say omo ko university no yes we two money for now to o2 FS aginamo afo no
not to money so
not to money for yes say ejuma ni ho say ebisa ho say say added value to ourselves you can say adding value to ourselves enye say bia ukwa spend sk bia me bra pani ekan or a technical person me so me technical na me catch us say metima kan CP say ebeye den say wakọ technical school wakọ electricals building construction plumbing na wa wie school a wotifia we jobless ebeye den me kai me ebra na me me wie JHS me zo sa menya medical technical me sim person me pure technical school ke say me father na me mpo ha me na me say na me pe person me call building construction me ye building construction wie ye HND na me call ye construction technology my first degree construction technology ana me koye masters in project management nti utim hu say course am ye different kakra friend say masters in project management
no crack home
very good but just I just wanted to have the managerial aspect of my technical skills so I'm just a working construction person and bibia ni hono ma obo ka say me ye in construction me nim wo hwe until now na ye dey pass obanya obi ofi pure technical school oboko university entina managers ana omo manage ECG na weni mu nyina no oko university ana wada beta koye course kakra energy and electrical na ya wakofa SHS ne technical boys ya omo na ye adwuma wo e fe say ECG
so kan ni ye mu a anka obi ono akọ technical akọ electricals na master wo mu no ono na kese obeye head of ECG because ono no onimadwuma ndada
wow na weni nyina me blame awofo no wo ba choose program bia mana kwa no onkoye and I person kwa lawyer me say lawyer me sebe me nya sa time no ponko gina court nko dey man fan asem because person me kwa quantities na me charge yi 4% say me yakun me say me jai government work and nempo na I have nothing to lose because I can quantify private jobs so technical people have nothing to lose enti yeka unemployment we ni nyina no don't choose your career based on fancy. Ma who say legon, a man am wo hono mo she entire tetia, me so me your ban person me call legon. Or ma who say legon there a man for a guy person me call. No, don't choose your career based on at the fefedi and look at create an opportunity that you will be very expensive to get. Now there are some offices today. Nipa ba ko pe eco leaf asema ba. Go and find out that person should be a technical person. Or apply for leave said they are man of that. I just say a pay will be a man of a human or and say a man of crime leave. These are value I can say. When you are choosing your career, don't just go and do any courses. A bit to see an university is not a brave. Who choose program be say I'm father say more different than you say on pair. Men don't go and pay your fees. But my same person call here a electrical engineering a friend is a university. No, I come me be to say business administration. Don't just go and pay say I want to enter university. No, ube we are banana you will be having a lot of and consistency in your education. Who ye electrical sir, you know straight away. Who ye civil, you know straight away. Who ye consistent me background making. Right from SS Polytechnic University Masters, ma take the same level. Enti se me ko share una say who ko ye course bi wo SS and our university acquire construction. Who share me one share me go in mass. That is how our educational career should be.
Okay, me that say papa. Some of can ye and I try my see asem bi so. Me dey bia mekoso aka. Se be ko ye ni mu a, se ne ye ka technical vocation asem se mi eno a he. School no mekoso aboni din sa. Ko for their technical school, Kotek. Normal technical school Koforudia, Emmet College, Ghana Commercial College, vocational schools I work Ghana, ne secretarial schools I work Ghana ha, and the technical school I training Crawford and then oko ECG, woko one you, woko woman in na technical school no ko and so any technical school we go. It me say abai me srew. Se yesi TVET ya mesro adanda da no wo ho me de normal technical be example atiti nipa bebre se woni mu a atiti engineers be na wo soldier fo no mu a wo mu a ye mechanics soldier fo afitafo no dodo no akọ technical school bi ko normal ko yisi ya makola bi Germany bampo na wo mu a abrosan tin ye de electricity cost ni ye bampo ka ho bi enti floor we share enka floor we okusko no technical ko electrical so enti message be ya sanke de sika ekoko sidan foforo say ye de kokko TVET no private technical and vocational school dada na e wo ho no ye ni honest ni nhia na mu school no wodi dada te se nema be na mu hia school na gukura na ye revive no. Exactly. Esa school no wodi dada. Obi abeka say anu no koye obama ne ba ko bi. Esi say this ka be kukusi dan foforo. a waste of money and resources yenye ne kakra kakra se do biribi na se bi esika na kwa animu ye de na ese bi esi foforo de a na yakwa kokosi nti ofa nan samuye ne saa o se mam no TVET e friend say
mame mausi ewuti
Davi mada kuku na osia munya ne saa man na mgidi se betumi aboa enti technical vocational sam no de me de da makoma so panti so me ye de a mumnya hwe ne anya ne yie enti meda Abzubila Emmanuel Abdul Salam ase papa so je bre eba Ibad Ibrahim so beda so nya bre ba na fe Benjamin Arthur nso beda so nya bre ba me so mi din de Agya Kwabena kriwa we chire hihye ma me so beda o ma se priso bimpe edi bedi akon na fe rans your friend simple abranti Randy Samuel and sound mind software bay and now software ba Emmanuel Nogbe akpena mi kaka me da mu nyina se mutum hye dwumadi me dey asedan so Emma specialize in suo any this way chocolate drink afei Kojak farmer for one day paste bibiri aba different from wonum yehwam kama and aproko do so Emma buhunan baby na dodo na sefo a pepunu na chewa ntententem and afei Kojak pia odba wuso wanum ye beda o mase ne adrasedan so ama former truster womode lumi truster ba we enso di ankwada na enom na we so press de wase no press eno no ye penfo enum akutia malaria and afei trouser 400 a eno sunsun ko a na ekum eti ye beda o mase so wo muso ya sene na ma kai mo se ye nyankopon ye ho ayadoma ye besan ehia onkan ho no hu ye nyina mobbo na omo ye ho ban hu na won so hwe ho so ye ye ne se bebo ye nyina yakra mo da mo nyina se ma mo ne hwe nso